This video is for elementary staff who will test first or second grade December ACPs. We will show you how to access the online answer sheet, how to add or delete a student to update your testing roster, and how to enter the answer choices from the student's test booklets for scoring. After your students have tested, schedule a time to work where you won't be interrupted. Make sure that all of the test booklets have the students' names written on the top of the front cover. Alphabetize them by last name, and separate the test booklets of students who were absent. When you're ready to begin, go to the assessment homepage at assessment.dallasisd.org. Click on the Assessments tab and find the link for grades 1 and 2 student rosters. Log in with your EAD user information. You will only see the class section that you were assigned to test. If you receive an error message that no class sections were assigned, contact your test coordinator immediately. You cannot enter the answer responses until you are assigned to a testing roster first. We'll work with 2A. Right out of the gate, you have to choose a test subject to work with. So we'll start with reading. And you'll come to your testing roster. This is a training region, so your actual roster will have a default where all the students have a pending status that will look like this. One quick tip that'll save you some time is that we have a toggle button here in the top right-hand corner. When you're ready for the next subject, click here, and you can navigate easily from reading to math. Before you get started, make sure that the total number of the test books that you alphabetize match the number that you see on your roster. Some things to review on the roster before you start is to pay attention to the language. The system will default to English, but there is a drop-down arrow to select Spanish if necessary. The status column will show the progress of all of your students. Anyone in a pending status means that no answer choices have been entered for scoring. A completed status means that the answer responses were entered and submitted successfully for scoring. You may need to update your testing roster, so if you first have a student that's missing, add them very quickly by clicking on the Add button. You only need the student's 7-digit ID number, last name, and first name. We'll go ahead and add another student. You will see that the system alphabetized the new students that you added. Also, there is a brand new link that appears for delete. You can only delete the students that you added manually, as we just did. However, if it's necessary to remove another student who was already present on the roster, and that could be because they're no longer in your class section, or maybe they transferred out, you can click on the hide link so that those students are not present to cause any confusion on your roster. When you're ready to begin, click Select for the student that you wish to add the test scores for, and you will see the actual online answer sheet displayed. If you picked a bad time to enter your test scores, you can click on the Clear and Exit button, and that will exit you out and return you back to the start page. If you start and are unable to finish, maybe you're unsure of the test booklet or you're interrupted, you can click Save and Exit. That will store any answers that you started with, but you'll have an incomplete status as we saw. So when you're ready, it goes very quickly. Please take your time. There is a box here that will make you give one last look. And it's that simple. So the student that we just changed, so now you see a completed status for the student we entered the answer choices for. If we decide that we made a mistake and we need to delete the first student that we added, we can simply click delete. Remember to go to the next section and complete the same process until all of your students have test scores entered. Some things to remember is that the test scores will not appear in this system for security reasons. The last thing we need for you all to do is please turn in a list of students who were absent and need to take makeups. Sign in all of the test administrator manuals and test booklets every day to your test coordinator until the testing window is over. You can also feel free to download a written copy of these instructions for the grade 1-2 online answer sheet guide from our website, assessment.dallasisd.org, and you can keep that as a printed copy. And again, if you're having any problems logging in, please contact your test coordinator immediately if you're having trouble accessing the system. And that is it, quick and simple. Thank you for watching. Contact your test coordinator immediately. Contact your test coordinator immediately.